Alright guys, I'm back. The next step, we're going to want to get this radio removed. This is the 5-inch. I ended up taking the 8.4-inch U-connect that I installed in here out because someone wanted to purchase it. And I ended up just putting this one back in. Suited me very well for the time that I used it, but it's definitely time to upgrade. Now, this is, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a 932. This is the one that I'll be using to remove the bolts from here. Thought it was a 10 millimeter, but it's a little smaller than 10 millimeter. It's gonna be 4 bolts for you guys, but in my case, it's gonna be 3 because I'm missing. But actually, it's only gonna be 2 because I'm missing 2. But it's actually 4 in all. It's not gonna make a big difference, a huge difference with the new radio, seeing as it doesn't even use bolts to be put in. The screen is pretty much mounted into the bracket. So that's 1 screw, and I got them staggered, more than likely because I'm missing 2 bolts. Probably just was lazy when I put this radio back in and decided not to put them in. I know I got them around here somewhere, but I'm not gonna actually need them. So we're gonna have to get this radio out. We're gonna have to take those clips off and transfer them to the new bezel, which holds the 12.1-inch screen. Alright. So when you pull this out, there's gonna be a few connectors that you're gonna want to disconnect. Now, these connectors were the connectors that I found hiding back in the dash back when I had the 8.4-inch U-connect screen that I installed in here. These were just hiding back in behind the screen. So if anybody's trying to hook up one of those screens in the car and they're worried about whether or not they're going to be able to have navigation or things of that nature, you can. The wires that they use are in the car. They just don't give you those radios, and they make you think you don't have these features, so you have to take it back to them, and you know they charge you tons of money. But the actual wiring that you need to upgrade is in the car. But anyway, that's that. And what we're gonna, these are called FACRA connectors. That's what these here are called. I have 2 of them connected here. I'm gonna remove them. That's 1 removed, and then the second one removed, and then there's gonna be 1 down by the power source here. I don't know if you guys can see it. 1 right here. I'm gonna have to just push in the tab, pull out, it'll come straight out. And then this is the power cable, of course. You're gonna wanna, this one is a little tricky. I kinda have problems with this one at times. But you wanna pull up on this. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah, you're gonna wanna push in and pull up on this tab here. Go all the way in, and it should slide right out. Just like that. And the 5 inches out. Next step will be removing, first of all, here's the wires. This is going to be the power harness. This is what comes with the new 12.1-inch screen. This is the power harness. RCAs, reversing, subs out, RCA right, RCA left. This is what's going to retain the USB if you want to retain that on your radio for your factory. That's going to retain that. This is going to be navigation. This is going to be the navigation, little navigation hub that you'll use to get directions on your maps and different things like that. And this is RCA right left, power supply, video out. These are 2 video outputs, or video output and input. So you have that here. By the way, this thing is supposed to be 1080p. So you should get a pretty crisp video. I have my windows tinted also, because I noticed some people were saying that there was a glare on the screen, but I have a different version of them as well, so we'll see once I get it installed. But anyway, I have to get these clips here removed, these orange clips, because these will be going on to the new radio. Once I get these removed, I'll be back. Okay, so almost got everything wired up. I'm not exactly sure how this here would work. This is the antenna, but since I don't have a connector for an antenna inside the vehicle, I'm not 100% sure. But it's got a Fakra coming off of it, so I'm guessing it connects to something in here. I'll have to figure that out later. I don't actually see anything here that will connect to at this point. What was that?
Huh?
What was that? Alright. Alright, so I pretty much got everything wired up. I have to get this here wired up. Now this is pretty okay. So this one will go right next to this. This is gonna be for the Bluetooth, to keep the car's Bluetooth intact. I mean, not Bluetooth, but the USB. So that's gonna connect into there. This right here is going to connect into here, like so. We'll slide the radio up a little more. So this is gonna slide into here, just like this. Just like that. This here is another USB. This is an extender, so it's going to be routed through here and out through there somewhere, so you can hook up external devices to it. Let me see, hard drives, flash drives, things that has music and videos and things like that on it. Alright, so we got all of that hooked up. Now this wire here is gonna have to be routed down into here. This wire here, let's move this out the way. This wire here is gonna be routed down into here. Make sure we're putting it in the right way. It's gonna go into here just like that. Stick that right in there. And then let me figure these wiring out, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I'm back. I was actually able to figure out where everything goes. This one was just, I don't want to say complicated, but I just got lost with where I was at as far as where things go. Anyway, so far to show you guys where I'm at with it. So the power cable is connected. The blue you want to put in here right under the power cable. The white right next to it. And then the yellow one you want to put all the way at the end. This cable here, you want to connect this to this white or cream colored cable right here. It'll just connect just like that. This blue cable is going to be the GPS retained from the car, so we're not going to be using this. I can, but why use that when I have this? I installed the what is it, the shark fin on top of the car that has the actual GPS when I put the other radio in here. So I'm going to be installing the car's GPS to the radio. This right here, I'm pretty sure this is going to be for the satellite. That's why this plugs into here. It's the auto antenna. And for my subs, I have this installed. It's the Soshi to retain the factory output, but because I have RCAs actually on this radio, I may not need this. I'll revisit that later. Probably make another video on that, because that could be a tricky situation there. So now what I want to do is I want to get this connected. I want to connect the power wire to the car. I want to connect the power harness to the car. So I'm going to slide this up close enough to be able to accomplish that. All you do here is you want to line it up, make sure it looks the same. Slide this in. You shouldn't be able to get this wrong, actually. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I got it lined up. Yeah, I got it lined up the right way. So that is the right way. So this facing this way. You want to do that there, just like that. That's all locked in. We can hide these because these aren't going to be needed in this particular setup, but we do want to connect this. I want to make sure everything is connected. Then I want to power it on and make sure that I actually get power, make sure everything is working, and then I'll end the video there. You guys don't have to see me put it back in, because I'm gonna have to route this USB cable down through there and out through that side, or down through this way and out through this side, depending on where I want to route it at. It's a pretty long cable. I just gotta find a way in there that I want to go in order to route it. Shouldn't be hard at all, but I'm not gonna put that in the video. Video's more than likely gonna be long enough. Let me move the camera around. Once again, this is what it looks like on this end. Only thing that you really have to pay attention to is where these connectors go. Like I said, the blue one's going to be right here. White one's right next to it. And the cream one is on the end, facing the downward way, down towards the radio. Let's see. Another thing that I ended up having to do is connect the aux right and aux left to retain the vehicle's auxiliary hookup. From the white hookup, from the white connector to the power connector, it's going to say it on the actual labels that's connected to the wires. Aux L and aux R is what you're going to want to look for on each one, on the power connector and also on this connector here, the white connector. You're gonna want to match these up and connect them if you want to keep auxiliary inside the vehicle. I don't really use it, but it's there, so I'm gonna retain it. This was the USB. This is already hooked up. Now I have to hook up the temperature controls, which is going to be this wire. This wire here is going to connect in this slot here. So I can turn the radio straight like this. You guys know what I'm doing here. I'm just connecting the temperature harness. I'm just connecting the temperature harness, thermostat harness, whatever the hell you call it. Never really been good with knowing how to name this shit. But anyway. Now I just want to see that just want to make sure that we get power to this radio. might not have my keys. Give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, I'm pretty good at losing things. Ah, man. Found my keys, guys.
One eternity later.
Alright. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I was actually able to find my keys. Alright, let's see what we get. So it definitely powers up. It looks crispy. It looks crispy as hell. Android symbol. It's also got some type of film on it. And there you have it. That thing looked nice. That thing looks nice. It's waiting for something. I'm not sure what it's waiting for. Showing the door is open. Oh yeah, this is nice. This is real nice. Maybe it's waiting. Oh, it's waiting on the phone. Maybe it's waiting on the phone to connect. So let me see if I don't know how to work this thing yet. Yeah, see, I need to learn how to work it. So the buttons down here even lights up. So the AC does control the air. Turns it off. Oh man, yeah, this is dope. So anyway, guys, that was the setup video. I mean, the installation video. You guys see it here. I was actually, let me take this off. Let's get a better angle. It looks a lot more crispier in person. It's definitely 1080p. Look at the buttons. Eco works. See, these I don't have in my car, so they won't work. But I did have Eco, and I did have that. So those two work. So this works for all of those trucks that also have all of these buttons as well. Anyway, that's the video for today. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, hit that like button. If you didn't, hit that dislike button. And please hit that subscribe button. I definitely need you guys to hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel. It motivates me to want to continue to do this type of work. Anyway, there's one thing that I want you guys to remember. We lit. King shit. And I'm out.